The MBTI instrument, the actual assessment test, was actually designed not only to indicate the MBTI type and the preferences, but also to look at the whole individual. Unfortunately, most people don't even realize this. And there's been a lot of information and research done on how to use MBTI in education. So we want to look at this, and especially in working with individuals as a teacher, a counselor, or a principal. We want to be able to deal with the whole person. So educators, or those involved in education, are involved in helping to nurture the entire person as well as the academic growth of students. And they can use an MBTI good type theory in order to develop and assist in these endeavors. Some interesting facts about an ESTP is that they tend to be collaborative learners. They're also field-dependent learners. And if you don't know what a field-dependent learner is, just look up Wittgen's Group Embedded Figures test, and I do have a video out that is entitled for Wittgen's. Also, they are among the two types with the lowest overall college grades, and they are frequently among the college students that are most referred for substance abuse training. They also have the highest college retention. For an ESTJ, they are one of the top two types among the industrial technical teachers and among the top 4 types of college grades. They're also the most frequent type for school administrators, which I think is very interesting. They're one of the 2 types which are most frequently found among the top 100 education executives. They're frequently represented for the college resident assistants, and they're least likely of all the types to report suicidal thoughts. Additionally, they're the highest in college retention and the highest represented for vocational teachers. An ESFP is a dependent learner. They're also a field-dependent learner. Remember that if you want to learn more about that, look at the Wittgen's test. They're among the 2 types with the lowest overall college grades, and they're among the highest in college retention. They also tend to be the highest in persistence in college. An ESFJ is the most frequent type for education and the highest in college retention. They're the most frequent type among high school officers within a health occupation. An ENFP tends to be highly represented academically with the most talented students between 3rd and 6th grade. They are an innovative, creative learner. They tend to really see student behaviors as serious problems, though, when they are in an educational role. They're the 3rd most frequent type among education majors, and as teachers, they really prefer a whole language approach when they are doing reading and writing instruction. They're rated by psychologists among the 3 types that are most likely to have trouble in school as a student, and they're frequent among college students who referred for substance abuse training. They're also the lowest in college retention. In contrast, we have an ENFJ. They're rated by psychologists among the 2 types that are least likely to have trouble in school. They're one of the highest represented among college resident assistants, and they're the most frequent type in a college resident assistant over a course of a 10-year study. They are the lowest for college retention, though. An ENTP is frequent among high school students that use the remedial courses, the remedial programs, and at-risk programs. They're one of 2 types most frequently referred to in college for alcohol policy violations. An ENTJ is among the top 4 types for college grades, and one of the 2 types that are most frequent among the top 100 executive educators. Remember that an ENTJ is considered to be the executive personality type. One of 2 types most frequent among their resident assistants at a women's college, and they also tend to be frequently referred to for substance abuse training. They have the highest retention in college and the highest grades. They also tend to be the one of the 2 types that are most frequent among the female student affairs offices.